Now look at the slice of cake. It is eggless and can be happily prepared on stove top, and it is extremely delicious. And you can prepare this easily, and it tastes as good as the regular cake we make with eggs. Perhaps maybe tastier than that. So these are the ingredients we'll be using: sooji and very little quantity of maida, sugar, vanilla essence, and all. So first, I actually took one whole cup of sooji and I pulsed it once in grinder. Then I'm adding about half cup of powdered sugar. Now mix this properly. I already boiled some milk and kept it aside. So as of now, I'll be adding half cup and mixing it. If the batter requires more milk, we can add later. So mix this properly with spoon. So for this cake, I'll be doing it with just spoon or whatever it is, the whisker. That's pretty much it. We won't be using any hand mixer as such. So this requires a little bit more milk, so I'm adding it. You'll know once you see the consistency of the batter, you'll know whether to add or not. Now this is how it is supposed to be. Now add about 1/4 cup of melted butter. Mix this all properly. You can even add oil, 1/4 cup of oil instead of butter, your wish. Now add about 1/4 cup of milk made, condensed milk. Any brand of condensed milk. We'll just need to add condensed milk. That's pretty much it. Milk made or Mitai made. These are the two mostly available in Indian markets. So as you can see, mix this properly. Now I'm taking about half cup of maida. So sieve it. Then we'll be taking about 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half teaspoon of baking soda. I added about 2 tablespoons desiccated coconut powder. This is optional, but with sooji, this tastes really good. So mix this properly. Better to use a whisker for mixing these, powders and all, the flour and all. With whisker it will be easier compared to your regular spoon or spatula. Make sure that the liquid is completely incorporated in your powders. So this is our oven for today. Most of them, might prefer making cakes and might be hesitating since they do not have an oven. You can happily make it in your stove top itself. Now I added some vanilla essence, some cardamom powder, the batter is too thick, so I added milk. So on the whole, I added about 3/4 cup of milk for the entire cake. That is boiled milk. So I'm showing it to you in detail so that you'll have an idea how to mix the batter properly. So I took few cashews and I added flour because while you're adding chocolate chips or cashews, better to add flour or else they'll go down, they'll sink in while the cake is being baked. So that is the reason why I added flour. So here we go, we're done with our batter. Now I took a cake tin and I lined it with butter paper. Now I am adding my cake batter into it. So here are my cashews. You can add whatever dry fruits you wish to add. I just added cashews. You can use raisins. Although raisins might be easily burnt, better use nuts instead of raisins. You can use cashews or almonds or pista, whatever it is. Tap it 3 to 4 times. That is what we do in order to let the air bubbles burst if at all any are present. I added salt and kept this stand. It is already preheated for about 5 minutes. Before placing my cake tin, I preheated the pan. So place it properly. You should make sure that there aren't any holes as such, so that the air doesn't get escaped. It has to be completely closed. So you see the cake's already baked. It took about 35 minutes for the cake to be completely baked. Now let's test it. See, the spoon has come out clean, so that itself shows that cake is cooked thoroughly. So this is how the cake looked. It does look delicious, right? Very soft. So here is our cake. It does look delicious, right? It has all the goodness of coconut and elachi powder, vanilla essence and sooji and all. So you can imagine how delicious it smelled and how delicious it tasted. So here is the piece of cake. It was very soft and crumbly too. It's like melt in mouth kind of cake. See how soft it is. And it even contains very less quantity of maida. It's mostly sooji, so it's considerably healthy compared to the regular cakes, and you can make it easily. Thank you.